It's a massive test for the Perth Glory as they are back at Macedonia Park tonight, taking on their bogey team historically in the Liberty A-League, Canberra United. Two teams that may have started the season with top four aspirations. Right now, Glory in desperate need of a win. Canberra United hoping to keep their unbeaten start to the season going. And when these two teams square off, incredibly, Perth have only won twice in 26 head-to-heads. Canberra, 14 wins and 10 draws, absolutely dominating this matchup of teams. And even when they come west, they have a stellar record, which they will be hoping to continue here this afternoon. So let's get into the lineups. Perth have changed their goalkeeper. Sarah Langman replaces Morgan Aquino, who goes to the bench. Kim Carroll is back from a week of personal leave, and Susan Fonsong-Cam is restored to the starting 11. Abby Green heads to the bench, and Sarah Kane is out suspended after her red card last weekend. No changes to the Canberra 11 that defeated the Wellington Phoenix 3-0, but there is one change to the bench. Ellie Brush is back after losing all of last season to a torn ACL. It'll be the first time she's played in Canberra green since the 2017 semi-final, if she does appear off the bench today. There is Alex Aparkis in desperate need of some midfield creativity and some attacking potency. When these two teams met just a couple of weeks ago, it was a thrilling 2-2 draw in Canberra. And he'll be hoping that the attacking magic returns. And that is the picture here at Macedonia Park. Canberra in their away white kit with a lime green effect, and Perth Glory in their customary purple and orange. And it's Alana Janchevski who will kick this game off. Perth in desperate need of a win to perhaps ignite their season, and Canberra are looking up at the top four, hoping to prove the doubters wrong. And what better opponent to do it against than, really, the team that they have the best record against in the Liberty A-League. That's right, it's the match ball for Perth. It's literally written on the air conveyance here as we get ready to start this match. Alana Janchevski will be thinking about finding the back of the net today as well. 2 career goals to her name, but none this season. And Kelly Jones is happy to get this one started, and Hannah Lowry receives the first pass from kickoff. Perth are away is a first win of the season in the offing. Will Canberra's undefeated streak continue on here? Vesna Milivojevic takes possession immediately for Canberra and feeds it to Michelle Heyman, fresh off a double last weekend, her first 2 goals of the season. And then feeding it back to Milivojevic. Neat footwork, stepping around the Serbian international. Nikki Flannery lets the ball run on, but it was shut down immediately by Ella Mastrantonio. Emma Ilioski taking possession. And as the ball goes out for a throw, it'll be a home away from home. Ilioski, of Macedonian heritage herself, playing here at Macedonia Park. And now at the centre of midfield, Ella Mastrantonio consolidates for the Glory. Back to Sarah Langman, who is hurried here into clearing, and it's held up in the wind a little bit. The touch, though, from Grace Jarley runs out for a goal kick, and Liz Anton there had all the angles covered. Perth looking composed on the ball. Perhaps some of the early jitters against the Canberra press are starting to be relaxed. I can tell you that in the other match currently going on, Melbourne Victory are 4-0 up at half-time against the Newcastle Jets. So they're definitely making their move after dropping a game or 2 to start the season. There's what Negos Popovic is seeing from the technical area for the Canberra United team. Anton's throw. Hinson immediately in a 1-on-2. Couple of shouts to the referee, but just a throw, no foul. Heyman. Block tackle against Kim Carroll. Bit of a grab of the arm, and Carroll runs into the assistant referee. Heyman's away, trying to take on the defence single-handedly here. Michelle Heyman slides it across the 6-yard box, and it's the easiest of tap-ins for Nikki Flannery. It is a special moment for Flannery, her first goal for Canberra after coming back from her knee reconstruction. In come the Canberra teammates to congratulate this fantastic young player. Lost a season of her career to a torn ACL, and it's all smiles now. On the end of Heyman's brilliant assist, the Perth marking was completely absent, and Flannery had the easiest of tap-ins. It's her fourth game back, and now her first goal as well. Canberra born and raised, and one of the absolute fan favourites of this team. Certainly in terms of territory, it's all happening down at Canberra's attacking end of the field. Perth are trying to swing the pendulum and swing the game. Hinson showing a bit of intensity. Lowry. Anton. And the Canberra bench liked the intensity there from young Sasha Grove, getting across and putting it out for a throw. Still only 17 years old, making appearance number 17 of her career today. It's a great touch from Lowry. It's Lowry and a good save by Lincoln. What a top stop from the Canberra keeper. And that was young talent time as a couple of players in the most recent Young Matildas World Cup squad squared off. And it was Lincoln who had the better of Lowry. Through ball. Danger not yet averted. Flag stays down. Lincoln comes up again. Denies Hinson. And Kennedy Faulkner gets it away for Canberra after they survive a massive double attack there from the Perth Glory. Sierra Hinson's down on her haunches. Here's another look at the build-up to the Lowry opportunity. Look at that touch. That is glorious. And then the save from Lincoln, just as good. Ilioski scrambled it away. Hannah Lowry, not for the first time this season, will be wondering how she hasn't scored a goal. Madison McComiskey deflected off Janchevski. Anton got up for the clearance. Jale, I think as far as Fonsoncam. Getting plenty of attention, but able to wriggle free. Carroll. Jale willed herself onto the ball, shrugged Janchevski, and now Jale hurdles past Kim Carroll. Heyman calls for it at the back post. Jale squares it to Milivojevic. It's Milivojevic! Brilliant! And Vesna Milivojevic, who scored against Perth in Canberra, has repeated the dose in Perth. And Perth look totally adrift at the moment. Canberra 2-0 up and in complete control of this game. It started with Grace Jale winning the ball with real energy, went past Kim Carroll, and then had players waiting. Milivojevic was one of them. That is a brilliant strike, picking out the inside of the side netting. And Vesna Milivojevic, who played a handful of games at Western Sydney Wanderers before trying her luck overseas, had an assist last week and now has 2 for the season. Long ball up the middle. This might be Perth's opportunity here. Janchevski, the flag's up. And even though it's an emphatic finish into the nets, you wouldn't be so bold as to call it a disallowed goal because the whistle had well and truly sounded and the offside flag was well and truly up. But it's a word of warning, perhaps, for what might happen if Janchevski can time the run a little better. But that's offside. Anton trying to take on Grace Jale, who has come to play today. Jale looking strong, but the pass was a letdown. Hinson swinging it to the edge of the box. Lowry, another left footer and another good save. That was a shot on target, and it required some saving there from Chloe Lincoln. And so Lincoln here on the end of this shot from Lowry, and that's twice now that she's foiled her. Master Antonio hits it long out to the wing. Janchevski keeps it moving. Hinson back to Janchevski, and another good save by Lincoln. And as we saw from that disallowed goal earlier in the game, there is a bit of dynamite in the boots of Alana Janchevski, but Chloe Lincoln got behind that one and made sure it wasn't going to squirm through. Here's another look at the build-up. Janchevski just didn't quite get the elevation to make that really awkward for Lincoln. needed a parry rather than a catch. And so Perth are finishing the half in a promising fashion. They're starting to swing the balance of general play here. Long ball, dangerous ball, Baisden. Lincoln's come out, Baisden first to react. They're covering defenders back on the line. Janchevski floats one, and it's off the crossbar. Once, twice. How often do you see that? It was tipped into the crossbar once, and it hit it again before being cleared away. Well, you can't get closer to scoring than that. Perth have got a goal in them here before the break. Can they capitalise? Here's another look. It was just a long ball over the top. Baisden drew the keeper out. It was there to be won. Baisden squeezed it over. Janchevski with a floater once, twice, out. And McComiskey got it away in the nick of time. The ball pitches in the ground. It holds up on the lush surface. Janchevski arriving on the non-preferred right foot there and is able to win a corner off Ilioski. And so Perth have a corner kick right at the end of the half. It's their second corner of the game. Canberra yet to have one. And Hannah Lowry will measure out the run-up over this dead ball. A reminder that Perth scored both their goals last time against Canberra from headers, from set pieces. Lowry in swinger. Head cannons off two Canberra players and falls in the 6-yard box, and it's there. They get the goal, the Glory. They're back in business. And it's Riley Baisden who comes out of the pack of players with the credit. And the American has given the Glory hope that they can turn this around, and it's no less than they deserve for how they've ended the half. First to respond as the ball spilled out in the 6-yard box. And it's Perth Glory 1, Canberra United 2. And Canberra, I think they'll be pretty happy to see the change rooms here, because Perth Glory finished that first half with an avalanche of chances, and they did get a goal, even though Michelle Heyman's assist put it on a platter for Nikki Flannery to open the scoring, and then a very good solo goal for Vesna Milivojevic made it 2-0. Riley Baisden has Perth Glory believing here at halftime. It's Perth Glory 1, Canberra United 2. And as we kick off the second half, can Perth complete the comeback? Can Canberra steady and go on to win? They have the ascendancy. Will Perth Glory be able to inspire what would be only their third ever win in the history of the A-League Women's/W League competition against Canberra United? One of the worst head-to-head records, and definitely one of the worst for inaugural clubs in the competition. As we see Vesna Milivojevic, one of the first half goal scorers, playing a pass to Grace Jale. No subs for either team at halftime, and just the one yellow card in the first half. That went to Laura Hughes of Canberra. Clean bill of health for both teams. Thankfully, no injured players in the first half needing treatment, so it's just been a good high-paced game at the moment. And Canberra are looking to restore their 2-goal buffer here by winning an early corner. And as we saw at the end of the first half, potential in-swinger here could be very dangerous as Perth look into the sun defending this set piece. So Grace Marr not quite happy with her run-up, so is going to measure it out once again. And the corner tumbles to the near post. It's eventually cleared away. Strong work there from Janchevski, and she's going to shoot from halfway, trying to catch the goalkeeper off her line. Chloe Lincoln was out there, and Alana Janchevski has a real appetite for the audacious. That would have been something out of this world, but it wasn't on target. Popping it out to the left flank. Anton's trying to make a run here. He's able to get to the ball, but now McComiskey is best placed and rather risk-averse there, just twisting it out for a throw-in rather than fancying a back pass. Baisden. Anton. Lowry. Popped over the top for Hinson. It's going to sit up here for Sierra Hinson. It's there! Perth are level! What a finish from Sierra Hinson! Made an acute angle, very achievable. And all of a sudden, this game is 2-2. Was being very closely guarded by Kennedy Faulkner. It mattered not. That has been lashed in, and Perth Glory have come from 2-0 down to level. And there might be more goals on the way here. Hinson crossing it to Lowry. What a save from Lincoln. And Hannah Lowry denied for a third time in this game by a Chloe Lincoln save. These two have had a compelling duel within the game. And Lincoln now vital to keeping Canberra on level terms. Hinson sprung the back line, a great square ball, and Lowry loaded up. And Lincoln was sharply down to it. Underhit pass from Grove presents the opportunity for Hinson, the most recent scorer. McComiskey with a deflected clearance, and it's going to be a Perth throw. Canberra thought it was theirs. Glory fans won't mind. Healthy crowd in. Sunday afternoon fixture over in the west. They'll be getting used to these. Plenty of Saturday nights for the men's team, Sundays for the women. McComiskey. Ma forcing it forward, maybe a little too forced. Lawrence's clearance, and now Milivojevic. Canberra looking dangerous again. Holding the ball up, waiting for Ma. Grace Ma, dangerous from long range, tried for the pass out to Flannery on the flank, and it's been intercepted by Fonson Cam. Mastrantonio. Perth looking so much more confident passing through the centre of the park. Janchevski, that is a well-measured ball for Baisden here. Baisden, and didn't generate the power that she needed behind the shot. It was a flowing move, and maybe the pass needed just a little bit more juice to play Baisden a bit more through on goal. Promising, but not perfect. And that means the score remains 2-2. McComiskey touches it out to Grove. Grove. Milivojevic. That might have been an attempted long shot that was blocked immediately. Langman playing it out to Mastrantonio. You wonder when both teams will start turning to the bench, given the pace of the game. It certainly hasn't been sapping conditions, but it's been a busy game itself. And right on cue, we are going to see the first sub. It's going to be Canberra replacing their first goal scorer of the afternoon, Nikki Flannery. She leaves the match. Sophia Christopherson comes on. Young player in her first season, Christopherson out of the Canberra United Academy, just 18 years old. And here comes Sophia Sakalis replacing Susan Fonson Cam. Faulkner first to respond. Chloe Lincoln attracting a little bit of attention from some of the Glory fans. Maybe they build a little bit of pressure on that clearance. Ball rolls out for a Glory throw. Mastrantonio. Hinson. Back to Lowry. Lowry. Oh, a difficult pass to control that one. And it's going to spin and roll out for a goal kick right down next to the flag. We're going to see another sub, Gabby Coleman, who scored on debut, but hasn't been able to find the back of the net since. She's going to come on for Alana Janchevski, who's certainly been full of enterprise today. Not able to find the back of the net, though. Maybe Coleman can. And so the 24-year-old from Oklahoma is on. And a shallow goal kick due to the wind. Hinson flicking it through the left side. Here's Baisden. Is this Glory's chance? They've completed the comeback. They were 2-0 down, the Glory. Riley Baisden puts them into a 3-2 lead. It's Baisden's second of the afternoon. And the Perth Glory could be on track for a real season shaper here. The assist for Hinson, and Baisden steadied, struck, and placed that right in the corner. Confirmation of the sub that took place before the Glory goal, and here is the sub. Coleman now, the Canberra defence is stretched. Coleman keeps it moving. Baisden's on a hat-trick. Sakalis is in the middle. Baisden goes for it and puts it over the bar. You can't help but think in an end-to-end game like this that there will be more chances, but they don't want to rue the good ones. Lincoln is quick to restart play. Christopherson hitting it long, hitting it aggressively up the middle. Milivojevic tackled and stopped by Carroll. Back to Ilioski. Hughes. Heyman rolling central. First to recover Heyman. Still going Michelle Heyman. Slips it in. Milivojevic. And now it goes over at the other end. And the shooting boots may have been on up until this point, but we've had two glorious chances. Missed one at either end, and Milivojevic knows that probably should have been the equaliser. Well, I did say after the Coleman miss that there might be more chances. We didn't have to wait long. Here is Gabby Coleman. Kept it in. It's a live ball. No, it's a throw in. Here's another look at the opportunity for Vesna Milivojevic. Great recovery for Heyman to regain the balance and be first to the ball. Clever pass, slipping in Milivojevic. And you got to give credit to Kim Carroll there. Came in late. Maybe forced Milivojevic to scoop it with a little bit more height than was needed. It's almost like the pitch. The home ground advantage is Perth's friend here. Faulkner. Can Canberra get it out into open space? Can they get some breathing room to move it forward? Hayley Taylor-Young hits it long, hits it straight to Kim Carroll. And now Lowry, Coleman, Taylor-Young charges through. Last minute of the 5 additional. Heyman digs deep for one last sprint to the ball. Sadie Lawrence clears it away. Ilioski bumped off the ball by Hinson, but it's going to be a Canberra throw. 40 seconds if they're good enough, Canberra. Baisden is there, the hero of the day for Perth Glory. And down to the corner once again it goes, almost like the pitch is tilted. McComiskey digging deep. One last hurrah for Canberra. Can they grab an equaliser? Hughes. Taylor-Young. 10 seconds if they're good enough. Grove down the wing. It'd be late heartbreak for Perth if Canberra grab a goal here. Hughes. Can they manufacture something? A shot, anything. Lowry's in their way. The whistle's in the mouth. Perth Glory have kick-started their season with a statement win. For just the 3rd time in 27 appearances, dating all the way back to 2008, Perth Glory have defeated Canberra United. They are rarities and they are wins to savour, and especially on a day where the Glory have come back from 2-0 down. It's not a surprise that players are cramping at the finish line, but the Glory got the job done. They win for the first time this season, and they win in style. Perth Glory 3, Canberra United 2.